Hey everybody, it's Moonbow here, and welcome back to more Endless Scrap Mechanic. In today's episode of Scrap Mechanic Creations, I have got a pretty creative and interesting build for you guys. This is a top-down, air-to-air combat shooter, just like the old-school arcade games and mobile games and stuff like that. So I decided to try my best and recreate it in Scrap Mechanic. So in this episode, I'll be showing you guys how I designed the entire airfield when it comes to this track right here, as well as the awesome airplane that you control to shoot everything down. It is gonna be an awesome episode, guys, so let's get into it. Alright, so here we are on top of the airfield. As you can see, this is like a miniature little town and city. We have little tiny hangars and buildings and roads and farm fields and all sorts of cool stuff, and as you can see, it is pretty large. This is actually a massive creation. You can see I have a whole bunch of enemies on the airfield as well. Now you might be wondering, why are they all tucked away on pistons? Now of course that is because I wanted to be able to get them up at the same level as the attacking plane that you control, and also because when you're shooting your spuds at these airplanes, as the spuds miss, because of course you're probably going to be missing, they actually fly right over top of all of these other airplanes. Now, let's just finish the tour of the airfield before we start explaining how it all works. You can see there's actually like a really cool city hub here. Now there is a city hub over here, and you'll see another one over there, because of course I did make a repeating pattern here. But as you can see, you kind of go through some stages of opponents. So this first one, you got an airplane on its own, and then over here you have two airplanes side by side. And right here, now this is awesome, guys. This is one of the power-ups. Now I can't really explain it in detail here because it mainly has to do with the airplane, but we'll be getting back to that in a moment. But this is one of the power-ups here. There is a second one down the field. You can see there's even large antennas and stuff like that. Oh, this is so much fun. All right, so here, this is one of the choppers. So this was just another thing that you can shoot at when it is in the air. You can see there's some blades spinning on it, and of course they are very minimalistic, and of course they are entirely made out of cardboard. So let's go on back here. You can see there's electric motors, because actually this entire thing is controlled by multiple electric motors set to a relatively slow speed, because this thing is very large and very heavy. So moving on though, we got another airplane right here, and this is one of my favorite spots right here, guys. This is the double attack helicopter stage of the fight, and you can see there's actually an extra piston, and we're gonna see that in a moment. Now look at this. This is the second power-up that you can get for your airplane, and like I said before, we'll be checking that out very soon. And here is another helicopter, and then check this out, guys. This is the final boss. This is a double Chinook helicopter boss battle at the end. It is so much fun, but guys, I've got some really bad news. I cannot really show you guys this entire thing in action because it is just way too laggy. But I will do a rundown of this entire thing moving so you can see how it all works. And then I have a downsized version of this airfield that is actually much easier to use, and it doesn't cause nearly as much lag. And then over here, guys, you can see I have a rotating cloud. This is just a cloud that passes by every now and then. And over on this side here, you can see there is another cloud, and that just adds to the effect of when you're actually doing the top down, you'll see these clouds kind of passing by you, and it just kind of gives you that simulation of moving through the air. Alright, so now it's time to check out the fighter plane that you control. Now this was so much fun to make. It was a pretty creative design in the end. It took me a lot of attempts to get it to work, but now this is the coolest part here. So you press this switch right here, and it lowers it down to your level so that you can hop in, and there's actually a modded seat right here on the top, and when you press F on it, you'll actually just disappear, so you have an invisible player model, and you are literally just the jet. You can even actually go in like a really awesome over-the-top third person, like this, or even like that right there. But all you gotta do is press the 1 key, and then you are up in the air, and the reason why, of course, guys, this is all on a piston is because the piston goes right through the bottom of the field. So you can actually use the airplane and control it by flying over top of everything. So let's get this back down again. I'll show you guys the controls here, actually. So there is an A and D converter just like this, and as you can see, it slides you from left to right just like so. And so I have a kind of like a little guide system right here to keep it in check, so that way it doesn't go off of kilter and start going diagonally or anything. And then of course there are the spud cannons on this bad boy right here. So if you press and hold 2, you can actually see that there is your default shooting pattern. So if you look underneath it right here, you can see there are 3 spud guns that are activated. But like I mentioned, there are power-ups in this thing. So down here you can see there is a couple extra sets of logic for the spud guns. So we have the blue one and the red one, which coordinates to the power-ups in the airfield. So the red one right here you can see is hooked up to these ones on the side. So this is actually like a rapid fire setting that you can unlock. And then over here, the blue one is set to the diagonal one. So you can see we have a couple that shoot diagonally as well. And I can actually set this up to turn them both on. So as you can see underneath those sensors there, I simulated as if you were going over the power-ups in the airfield, and that is what will trigger the color-coded sensors underneath the airplane. So if you have both power-ups, this is what your shooting looks like. So you remember what the default looked like, and both power-ups gives you this. Oh yeah, look at that. That is so awesome. So you can see we have some, okay, I have weird errors happening right now when I use the spud gun, guys. I'm going to warn you, when we're actually playing in the airfield, we're probably going to see a bunch of that, but that is okay. But you can see the firing pattern. There's the rapid fire cannons on the inside, your default pattern going with 3 cannons, and of course you have your diagonal shooting as well. So the spuds are kind of hard to see because they do move relatively fast, but when you're on the airfield, you can see the damage happening. Alright, so now it's time to check out this airfield in action. It is absolutely awesome, but unfortunately, like I mentioned, we're not going to be using the airplane because it just lags the game way too much. But here we go, guys. All we have to do is press that switch right there. It will start a timer, which gives you enough time to hop into the plane and get up in the air and actually take off. And here we go. Now it is moving. So as you can see, we just saw that first plane has popped up. Now that has popped up because over here there are sensors that control each row of enemies. So soon enough we will see the next sensor batch right here. It's coming up to the board, and there we go, it's triggered, and now we have airplanes up in the air. And I guess we're actually triggering these ones to go back down again. But here we go, guys, look at this. So the whole thing is moving. It's moving on electric motors like I mentioned, and it's pretty smooth. Now you might be thinking, wow, this isn't really laggy. But if you had the airplane inside of it, it actually does lag. All right, here we go. There is the helicopter. Now, those are a lot of fun to take out. I do have helicopters on the half strip, actually. So we got another airplane right here. Pretty simple. It's going to just pop right up just like that. Now, the helicopters are coming up, and I decided to jump onto the airfield to see this. Look at this, guys. There it is. Here are the attack helicopters in formation. Look at them. They're just bouncing back and forth. And so when you're actually flying in the air and you're trying to shoot at these things with the spud guns, it's pretty difficult, especially when you only have 4 FPS. But now, where are we? We're still moving. This whole thing is chugging along, and there we go. We just saw the final attack helicopter right before the boss fight. So I put these up, though, just in case spuds would come and hit them. But there we go. The Chinooks have deployed, and normally you would probably be somewhere around right here. There it is. This is the spot that you would be sitting in. Now, I'll mention this right here. You can see that this final sensor was tripped by the wall, which actually stops the entire thing. So that way you can actually get your airplane over here somewhere and finish the boss battle. It's a lot of fun, but like I said, 3 FPS really kind of ruins the experience. But enough showcasing this stuff, guys. Let's hop into the airplane on the half airfield and get to shooting. Alright, so here we are in the half airfield. As you can see, the entire thing does end much sooner. It finishes off with the 2 attack helicopters. I figure, you know what? I gotta keep those bad boys. But guys, it's time that we hop into the jet and start playing this game. Alright, so we'll press the switch right there. We're gonna run into the jet, into the seat right here. Press 1. There we go. So we're up in the air. We can change our camera to the top-down view. And there we go, guys. Look at this. The entire airfield is moving. And we are now playing a little mini game of top-down shoot 'em up. Alright, so the planes are pretty easy to take out. You can actually just shoot them right in the middle there, and they will go down in one hit, which is kind of cheap, actually. But you can see that the lag isn't too bad. when you're using the half strip. We can actually fly around. Look at this. Oh, there we go. We got those planes done. Oh, wait, can't forget about the power-up. All right, you can see I do have some errors, but nothing bad is happening. All right, there we go. Did we get that power-up? We certainly did. All right, there we go. We can now attack the helicopter. There we go. Look at that. We took that helicopter out. And you know you took it out because you can actually fly right over top of it just like that. Oh, wait. I almost forgot the other power-up. Oh, did I get it? Please tell me I got it. Yes, I did get the other power-up. There we go. Another jet is down. And boy, oh boy, guys, this game is starting to not have too much fun. You can see a lot of random errors. I'm not too sure what they mean. But here we go, guys. It is now the final boss battle. It is time to take out the 2 attack helicopters up there. All right, we're shooting. Come on now. Oh my, I'm filling my screen with error messages. I don't know what to take of that, but we are trying to finish off these attack helicopters. Come on now. This is taking some time. I thought it was going to be a little bit easier. Okay, there we go. Yes, all right. One of the helicopters is down, sliding on over here to the left. Look at this. One more helicopter, guys. Come on, can we do it? All I need to do is take one more helicopter out. Oh man, I've never seen that error message before until I made this creation. Oh, and there it is again. Come on now. This one helicopter is just total beast mode. It's not flying. Oh, there, did we get it? Yes. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Oh, wow, that is extremely satisfying. So as you can see, even after just one game on the half airfield, I am still getting like 9 FPS. You can only imagine, guys, what it would be like on the full strip. I did try, I really wanted to get that recorded, but it would be impossible. But just look at this. Look at this destruction. We got an airplane over there. Oh wait, that's not an airplane, that's a helicopter. We got another helicopter over here that has been downed. I think we actually cleared the entire level. We got both power-ups. Oh man, this is just so much fun. And I really, really hope that the game will be optimized enough that we can do something as big as the full one. And as you guys can see, this is very easy to reload, so this isn't going to be a creation on the Steam Workshop. This is actually going to be a world download, so if you do want to try this out, you can get it down in the description, guys, and it makes it really easy. All you have to do is take your backup file, put it back into your save file, and then boom, you are ready to play again. So I'm going to play this to end the video, so I really hope you guys did enjoy this build or the video. Let me know, guys, down in the comments, or maybe even hit that like button. I know I am certainly trying my best to come up with some creative, interesting builds, and this one was absolutely epic. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Endless Scrap Mechanic. If you do want to see more Endless Scrap Mechanic, then consider subscribing to the channel, maybe even turning on some notifications, and you can get the latest and the craziest coming from me in Scrap Mechanic. So thanks for tuning in, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. So bye for now.